get yourself some cheap sunglasses. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, hello everybody. It's time to get the sweet horn put in. I done a pretty small patch. It's not very big. I could hand plant it all if I wanted to, or use my old one-row potato lister horn planter thingamabob, which it works, but you gotta have two people, and it's a Thursday morning at 10:30, and I do not have two people. So we're gonna go up the road, borrow a planter from the neighbor, Cicero, John Deere 7000 series. So he's always kind enough to get it going for me every year. He uses it himself for that, and he's always nice enough to let me use it. So appreciate him for that. So I gotta get the tractor ready here to go first. I could use this tractor here, but it's for plenty overkill for the garden and tree branches with the cab. Doesn't really work very good. And then there's the other 1085 out there. I could use it, but the hydraulic hoses don't reach, so I have to use this thing. Oh, David Brown. Oh, 1969 David Brown. So this tractor sits a lot nowadays because I don't really need it anymore. I got the other tractors all the time to use, so for hay, but it's good to get it going, start it once in a while, use it for something, and it worked good for this planter. Yes, we used it last year for it, so we do a little walk around here. It's been sitting pretty much all winter. Haven't done anything with it. Actually, I just put the battery back in it. The battery been out all winter in the shop. You can use for other projects and testing and all that kind of stuff. So we got that put back in. I was going to show you, I was going to show you putting it in and everything, but I can't really hold my phone with one hand and do work with the other. So I tried to make a video and it was terrible. The phone kept falling over and I just gave up on that. But yep, got the battery back in there. Probably ought to check the fuel. Some of the oil's over here. That's the power steering there. Separate pump. Never did like that design. It wasn't the best. We always had trouble with this hose here going bad. Or no, it was this hose. That's what it was. This hose here gets really soft from all the heat, and it'll kink off, and it won't ever work the power steering. You'll have leaks all the time. I never really did like the separate power steering reservoirs on these tractors. I prefer if they were built into the hydraulic. It's just so much better. But they didn't do it like that back then, so this is what you got. And of course the power steering has a pump here right on the engine. So there's a seal in there between the engine oil and the power steering fluid. So technically you should just run engine oil in here. So if it ever does bypass, you're just putting engine oil each way instead of putting a bunch of engine oil in the power steering or a bunch of power steering in the engine oil. So that's not good for your engine either way. So that's a little trick there for you. We'll go to the other side here. As you can tell, the fuel filters are fine. They don't leak at all. Just perfectly clean yet. No problem. We'll give it a check on the Earl here. Still full, right on the safe mark anyway, so we're good there. Put that back in. Try not to get any straw on the dipstick. Wouldn't want to ruin this old engine or anything like that. We don't touch the oil tap because it's not even the right oil tap, and it's got tape on the threads, and it kind of just pushes in there. And yes, I've had it blow out before a couple times. It's really exciting when you're driving down the road and all of a sudden your oil tap goes shooting off and oil spraying everywhere. Yeah, it's great. Nope, not really. Yeah, fuel. I don't know how much fuel's in it. Who knows? Oh, I can see it in there. That's good enough. So it's probably half full, and it's a David Brown, so half and tank will run all year. You'll never even notice it went low or anything like that. So, anyway, a little history on this tractor. This tractor was given to me. The farm had it for years. Grandpa bought it in the 70s, and he took it home, and nobody had ever heard of a David Brown before. Well, because, they're English. They're kind of weird around here in America. You see a few once in a while, but not too many. I can count on one hand, there might be a few left in the area around here, but there's not many left. But great little tractors, very fuel efficient. Not really anything wrong with them. They're not even really super hard to get parts for. It's actually pretty easy. most things I can get off Amazon even. Like the starter on this thing came off of Amazon. It's getting a little tired now, but that was 8 or 9 years ago I replaced it. So it's done pretty well for a cheapo starter. Before that, we had the part on top of a hill and started deer, which is pretty dangerous. Don't try that at home. No, I don't know. I don't care what you do. Just be careful. But this tractor primarily pulled an 8-row planter. So it actually did pull a planter. This one did all our planting for years before I was around. Did grind some feed with it, pulled a feed wagon, stuff like that. I think they did a little dirt work with it once in a while, a little field work. Besides the point, but it's just a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder David Brown motor. I think they put about 67 horse out. Factory, I'm sure this one's as tired as this now, probably puts about 50 some out. It's probably not very good anymore. This was a big upgrade going from this to that 1085 out there that I was showing you. That's why I bought that 1085 to kind of phase this one out. I still like this tractor, but it's been plagued by a few problems. The steel tank has had rust in it before, and we plugged up some filters and lines and stuff in the middle of the highway before, and had to clean it out, and it's just not super reliable anymore. So I just needed something a little bit, well, I shouldn't say newer, because it's 3 years newer than 1085 is, but something a little better, a little newer, a little nicer, I guess you want to call it that, to phase this one out. But I still like to get this thing out, use it once in a while, make sure it still works. Anyway, enough talking. Yeah, well, no, let's check the transmission fluid here. It is not in the safe range. That's fine. We'll just pretend we didn't see that at all. That'll be fine. Actually, in the transmission, let's say I have engine oil, so that's kind of nice. The whole system pretty much just takes all engine oil, so that's pretty easy. All right, let me get up on here, get this thing started. It's been sitting all winter. Think it'll start? Oh, I'm sure it will. David Brown always start. All right. As I said that, now it won't start. We'll see. All right, here we go. Nothing to it. Got good oil pressure. Starts right up. Yeah, that tractor's always started good. I don't know what it is. Even when it's 30, 20 degrees outside, I used to use it to split wood in the winter, and wouldn't plug it in, no ether. Just go out there and fire it right up. Never bothered. Always started good. Even for the blow-by I have, it's really surprising how good that thing runs yet. So anyway, I'm going to get it out, check a few more things over, and go get the planter and get some sweet corn planted. Maybe I'll make a little video of that. We'll see. Have a good one.